Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Star Citizen Alpha 4.1 is now in Wave 3 of its PTU, and the build has added some new creatures. It's also going to have made a lot of ship owners happy if you wanted more pilot-controlled turrets, but they've re-added FSR support and stuff like that. It's going to make a load of people happy. Lots and lots of cool stuff in that patch. We also have a roadmap update, which isn't revolutionary, but it does give some updates on 4.1 features and some changes to Star Citizen 1.0. Let's start off with the Wave 3 PTU patch notes for Alpha 4.1. Wave 3 means that it's gone out to a wider audience. It's not just Ivacari, RSI subs, and top-level concierge. It's expanded out to a load more people, including people that are very active on the issue council, lots more of the concierge group. The other two waves are Wave 4, which expands it out even more, and then Wave 5 is effectively open PTU. We are expecting Alpha 4.1 to release to live by the end of March. This new build adds further Hathor location polish, as well as balance changes, and a full replacement of enemies at the Hathor ground location. Maybe you'll get some NPCs that'll shoot you with different loadouts. Maybe you'll get some terrifying little graboids or sandworms. CIG said they've worked on numerous flow blocking issues for those Hathor locations, their new event locations, as well as the event itself and collector missions, as well as temporarily reducing the collector mission requirements to about 10% of what will normally be needed, so you can actually complete some of those quests more easily. The collector's cool because you can get ships from him, you can get some really cool, interesting weapons. They're going to be using this as a way of events having interesting rewards. You go to the collector to get those rewards, complete interesting objectives that might change from month to month. So, what else is new in the patch? Further updates have been made to stop entities falling through outpost surfaces. FPS AI navigations had a pass for Hathor facilities and space stations. Oh, this is a good question, actually. So they've made further Banu collector animation and location polish passes for the Emporium. Now, the Banu collector's name is Wicklow or Whiteclow or Wickello. I'm interested to know what the actual name is supposed to be, how it's supposed to be pronounced. I suppose you'd have to type it phonetically down below. They've also updated loot container contents around the persistent universe, updating the loot pools, the loot tables, so that they are containing all the new stuff, but also making sure they've got the appropriate stuff for the areas at the time, and also there's been like a balance pass on a load of this gear for its rarity. One of the big changes with this latest patch that are going to make a lot of people happy is the slaving of ship turrets. They've modified several ships to behave as if the turrets are slaved by default. This is the two front side turrets of the Reclaimer, the top remote turret of the Carrack, the wing guns on the Valkyrie, the remote turret on the Raft, the Starlifter chin turret. This is also in addition to ships like the Corsair being able to fire its 4 nose and 2 wing weapons again from the pilot. It appears that CIG are looking at ships and doing a bit of a pilot weapon balance pass to go, what weapons should the pilot have access to? Are there any ones that sensibly should actually just be slaved to them by default? And they're also doing loadout balance passes and stuff on ships as well, it looks, at the same time. The current stuff looks to be focusing on remote turrets for the most part, but we might see this change to other ships as well, but really looking forward to more tweaks there. I don't think it's going to take away much from the multi-crew aspect of stuff, because obviously multi-crew ships are still going to have manned turrets, they're still going to have some remote turrets, and those remote turrets are still going to be able to be, as far as I'm aware, taken over by a co-pilot and then have the option of firing in different directions beyond what the pilot would be able to, and just generally be more accurate because they're more focused. There was also further landing gear retuning for the Nomad Blade, Glaive and Talon. They removed the 300i cargo railing to allow for better cargo gameplay on that ship. There were also some bug fixes. There is the option to use the FSR upscaler, again with DirectX 11 and Vulkan with AMD GPUs. This had been bugged out for a while, so if you've got yourself a 9070 or I suppose even any of the AMD cards, that might be quite appealing to you, although Star Citizen is terribly optimized at the moment. I am hoping, though, on a side note, that CIG will whitelist Optiscaler for some bodged FSR 4 support, maybe, because That would be great. Get a load of extra frames, potentially. They've more recently been against third-party software and stuff influencing the results of bug fixing and giving false positives about stuff for the game. So it's nice that they've got the FSR upscaler back. As I said, I'd love them to allow Optiscaler. They fixed animal hunting missions appearing blank. Those missions have returned, as have cave hunts as well. So you can cave hunt copians and things like that. What other fixes do we have? Salvage ships were unable to scrap other ships. They fixed some of the teleporting transit issues. Players in the Hathor control bunker were being incapacitated when the orbital laser platform fired. Objective markers weren't progressing for the new player experience. Stanton missions were available to accept while you were in Pyro. Mission objectives weren't appearing for medical beacon rescue missions. Multiple vehicle components were missing from shops. The Ready Grip tractor beam module couldn't be purchased from shops. Racing checkpoint AI markers were all showing as 0. They also fixed 4 client and 3 server crashes. 4.1, making good progress with that. They're going to be trying to iron out as many of the bugs as possible, trying to get performance into a better state. I have noticed a performance drop with 4.1 over 4.0.2, at least around Crusader, but I'm really interested to know your experiences of 4.1 and that current build in the comments down below. But there's more. So we've had a roadmap update for 4.1 and 1.0. So 4.1 still planned to be released at the end of March, it seems. They've confirmed some stuff here. They've revealed some names of the redacted things. That new Banu Collector mission giver, he's in. A new mission giver enters the verse, bringing fresh opportunities for players to explore. We have renamed this from redacted to the White Claw mission giver, and they've confirmed that that's going to be in 4.1. There's also his Emporium, a specifically designed location to host the latest mission giver, offering a new hub for players to engage in these opportunities from. There's the sandbox activity, Align and Mine. So this is the name of that alignment of satellite dishes and firing of the orbital laser set of missions for 4.1. A new open-ended activity blending on-foot exploration with aerial support, creating sandbox gameplay opportunities for daring teams. And as I said earlier, it does appear that the orbital mining laser does attract some small sandworms, the juvenile Valakar in the latest 4.1 build. Go to these locations, you'll be like, oh, why were they abandoned by Hathor? Oh, they were abandoned because of terrifying wildlife. They've also confirmed a few other things that were definitely turning up in 4.1. The Hathor Grand Alignment Stations, strategically placed Hathor-operated outposts, providing key infrastructure and sandbox gameplay opportunities for planetary operations. There's the Hathor Mining Station, the Orbital Mining Laser, a large-scale mining laser facility operated, or at least previously operated, by the Hathor Group. There's also the Volt Parallax AR Assault Rifle, a powerful new weapon boasting a unique blend of characteristics, firepower, and tactical potential. It's cool. The Vault weapons are something that people wanted in the game for a while. So what's still only tentative for Alpha 4.0? What's not confirmed but probably going to be in? So the Vault Quartz SMG is on that list. The Space Combat Mission update, a new set of space combat missions featuring improved scenario design and refined storytelling, and a new redacted armor set. Assumedly, this armor set is from that Banu Emporium, or as a reward for completing, or as a reward for completing some of that Align and Mine. I've noticed a load of those new minables are in as well once you open up the caves with the mining laser. Loads and loads of interesting minables down there to mine in FPS. Liking 4.1 as well because it's a quite pioneering patch, because there's a load of stuff I still don't know about and I have not yet experienced or been able to delve into. And they're adding more and more and more. Like, are there going to be larger graboid sandworms in these caves beyond the juveniles? Is there going to be some new ships and vehicles added? That sort of stuff. Something else I wanted to talk about as well. We had a little bit of an update on Star Citizen 1.0. This is where features rest until they're ready to be pulled into other patches. So they updated the IFCS feature. So it's IFCS and control surface update. improving atmospheric flight dynamics with functional control surfaces, allowing for more precise maneuvering and realistic aerodynamics, a general update for the flight model for all ships that will allow you to tailor your ship's behavior more to your playstyle. As part of the flight model updates, the control surface technology will be added, which produces more realistic flight behaviors in atmospheric conditions. They've also updated the feature for quantum travel, which was renamed from Quantum Boost or Quantum Boosting. The quantum travel experience is becoming fully physical, including quantum boosting, a faster method for short-range travel. That's going to come with new effects. That's going to make the game a bit more easy to traverse the universe. They've also added a new feature, realistic audio mode, a systemic solution for expressing game audio in depressurized states through effects applied to audio, and an increased emphasis on the resonance of sounds through surfaces and physical contact. Very cool. I'm quite happy with the simulated sounds that everything gives you when you're flying around in space, but if they want some extra cool realistic audio, then cool, why not? Boom! That's it for your Star Citizen updates today. I'm really interested to know if you're excited for anything in particular coming for 4.1. Do you expect any other surprises? If so, what? Are you playing in 4.1 right now? What is your experience so far? Is it amazing? Is it terrible? Is there a bug they've just fixed? You're like, yes, awesome. Is there something that they still have to address? Are you liking what they're doing with the slaving of those ship turrets? And are you hoping that they do more? Are you upset that this is damaged multi-crew gameplay? What do you think of that Align and Mine set of mission/event that is coming? Tell us what you think in the comments below. A reason to do that is because a random comment chosen each month will win a ship. For this month, all you need to do is comment on any of my videos made during March to be in for a chance of winning a Super Hornet Mark II with Heartseeker kit, as well as lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package. That was kindly given to us by CIG. You can help support the channel by clicking the join button down below, becoming a Patreon, or maybe you want to get yourself some NordVPN, or click the links down below for NordVPN and a big discount on that, or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. That'll make you potentially happier, because then you've got a VPN if you didn't have one before. You can also get yourself some Tobii Eye Tracker. There's links to that down below if you want some natively supported in Star Citizen precision head and eye tracking, but it's also supported in some other games as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your March, and I will see you in the verse.